Today was a big day for North American fans everywhere. North American fans dare to dream as CLG in 2016 MSI Finals, Cloud9 2018 semifinalists of Worlds, Team Liquid beat IG 3-1. I'll give you my full thoughts on that specific series after the G2 and SKT series concludes pretty much, today, tomorrow, as you guys are watching this video. But we got some news to talk about right here. If you guys remember Totoro from the Unicorns of Love, he's actually going to go to the OPL. So, back when I first started watching competitive league, I didn't know about Oceania. So I would actually watch the Oceania Pro League, not knowing it was actually a wildcard region. And it's one of my favorite wildcard regions. I feel like that they just consistently choke on the international stage. And there was like Dire Wolves, the Chiefs, there's the Bombers now. They went through a lot of restructure. At one point, there was Papa Smithy on the cast. Pastry Time was on the Oceania Pro League at one point. And we have some major region players going there at certain points, and Dire Wolves are recruiting Totoro, and this is Rays for OPL 2019 Split 2. So we haven't heard much about the Dire Wolves since, about last year they made it to an international event. The Dire Wolves, I think, failed out of one of the groups at Worlds, and then nobody's heard from them since. But let's go with what's going on with the article. Four-time OPL champions Dire Wolves has picked up 2 Koreans to bolster its roster for an up-and-coming local talent for its Split 2. Totoro will be joining the struggling Dire Wolves from LCK team Sandbox Gaming alongside G-Rex jungler Raze. Okay, so they're grabbing Raze and they're grabbing Totoro from the LMS and the LCK, the organization announced. Welcome, Totoro. After coming to a transfer agreement with Sandbox, we're pleased to announce Totoro will be joining our support. And then they have the full Dire Wolves article there, and then you have Raze coming from Jin Raze, yeah, that Raze, the one that I think got them a bunch of wins, or their only win, because when they switched out Raze with the other guy, it looked actually kind of good. Or was it Malrank? Whoever they switched out their jungler with, that's what it looked like to be a whole lot better. But Totoro was a part of Unicorns of Love's 2018 roster, as well as BBQ Oliver's in 2017. He will bring a wealth of experience to a roster that lacked it in the Split 1. With the bot lane of, Corporal, only having 2 professional games between them before the start of the season. Raze has also played in Europe with Rocat. Oh yeah, I remember that. He returned to Korea in 2017 with Jin before moving on to G-Rex in 2018. He'll be replaced by Udisoft in the jungle, who burst onto the scene after substituting for Schernfire at Schernfire Tai at Worlds 2018. The Dire Wolves have taken a stance of developing local talent in the past, which led to them for 4 consecutive OPL titles in 2017 and 2018, as well as appearances at MSI and Worlds. But after falling to last place with a 1-20 record in Split 1 this year, the team looked internationally to keep up. The OPL is set to return on June 7th, as is for the LEC confirmed they're coming back on the 7th as well. So we have Totoro joining that, and we have a bit of more news for you guys. And then we have, big upset, Mickey to join Excel Esports as starting mid laner. So Mickey, after Golden Guardians, went to a Korean challenger team. You guys saw him on the same team with Kakao, and now you have Mickey coming back to the major regions. I feel like he was actually pretty decent on Golden Guardians. A lot of their early wins came from Mickey. I feel like he was just pretty much going 1v9, but let's see what the article says. Excel Esports has reportedly acquired Mickey, according to a report by Turkish esports website Esports. The 21-year-old reportedly became the starting mid laner for the struggling LEC team in the 2019 summer split. Esports sources said that Excel's Academy mid laner Special will fill in if Mickey encounters visa issues. This seems to contradict Special's announcement that Excel has already allowed him to explore other options for the upcoming split. Mickey has been on plenty of teams over his 4-year career, including a Freak of Freaks, Rocks Tigers, Team Liquid, and Golden Guardians. He most recently played for APK Prince, a team in the Korean Challenger League. He helped his team to a second place finish during the spring split, but ultimately could not reach the LCK promotion tournament. Meanwhile, Excel Esports struggled mightily during its first split in the LEC. The UK-based team ended up in 9th place with an abysmal 5-13 record. As a result, the team has made some changes to its roster. The most recent addition to the team was AD carry Yarnin, as well as coach D-Lim. Mickey hasn't had much success on non-Korean rosters. His stints on Golden Guardians and Team Liquid all ended with pretty horrible results. Not many people have much faith with the acquisition as a result, but hopefully he can help excel in the upcoming season. So, right there is a little bit of discredit to Mickey. Now, Mickey is known as the dice. You know how you roll dice when you play cards, or when you obviously use dice for whatever you use dice for. You don't know what you're going to get. That's pretty much what Mickey is. You don't really know what you're going to get. Golden Guardians, when he came in, they were still bad. They built a bad roster. Lorlo, Matt, contracts definitely. And what was their support? Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. That was already going to be bad no matter what. I felt like he did give them a few other wins because he was just that decent of a player. I felt like if he had stayed on that roster and they built the roster they have it now, that would have been a lot better for him. Team Liquid at that current point in time, we're going through really rough times with relegations and being at the bottom of the standings. Really crazy, huh? Really crazy looking back at that now, comparing to what we're looking at it now, that they just took down IG literally today. That's crazy, right? So I hope Mickey gets to be a great acquisition for Excel, and it's one of the best things you can actually offer from him. This is something that I feel like is good for him. I feel like if he performs really well on Excel, then a lot of more teams will be more inclined to look at him even after the split is over. Now, Excel are going to have Mickey, Yarnin, and Kasing. Yarnin and Kasing were the old H2K bot lane, which is kind of surprising after all these years. They're actually back together, and they were actually a pretty decent bot lane, all things considered. You have Kadril, who looked pretty good, all things considered, but I felt like his team kind of failed him on certain aspects. Then you have Expect, who used to play for G2. He's looking actually pretty decent as well in certain games. So I feel like Rogue and Excel are making strides to get better in terms of what they're able to offer. But I also feel like that, it might not still be enough now. If certain other rosters stay the same, I feel like these upgrades in certain positions can help Rogue and Excel challenge for certain spots at the top of the league, because you want to have a dominant showing at certain points. You want to be able to show fans or new potential fans that maybe are going to watch the LEC for the first time, or maybe you have fans that don't know who these players are. Putting on these good performances, having winning records is really, really vital for new teams in general, because you actually need that in order to have a sustainable ecosystem where people can feel as if your organization is trying. And I feel like with Excel and Rogue making these moves, these can be good acquisitions to their specific teams. Now, I feel like in what I'm talking about with Totoro, I feel like he was good on Unicorns of Love. I feel like him and Cold were the best players. I feel like that specific team was just significantly outclassed by how much Europe had actually increased. Unicorns of Love actually were a pretty top tier org for quite a bit of time. That year in which they just didn't make playoffs at all, for the first time they didn't make playoffs in the organization's history in EU, was just that last year. They were literally competitive between 2015 and 2017. So that's what, 2-4, that's 6 splits where they're being like top 4 team in the league. I think that's actually pretty good. So you also have a lot of things going with that as well. So that's why I feel like that, I feel like Totoro should be actually still in a major region. I feel like maybe he could work in North America, given his the way he makes plays around the map, I feel like would benefit a lot of the teams that don't have a shot caller. I feel like Mickey is going to give XL more of a threat in the mid lane because Mickey is actually pretty good, but like I said before, he is the dice. You don't know what you're going to get, but I feel like finally giving him this stable roster is going to be something beneficial to him. So I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing signing out. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day, and let me know what you think about Totoro and Mickey moving on to bigger and, well, worse things considering it's the OPL. I'll think about watching the OPL again. You know, it's probably something I need to probably check up on. You know, I haven't watched it in a while, so let's see what's going on over there.